Namaste, my name is Janine. Please come to your mat. Today we're going to do a practice, a very short practice, just to bring yourself back to yourself, to bring yourself to your heart. So take a seat at the front of your mat. You can sit cross-legged or sit up in Vajrasana on your knees. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your center. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel the center of your body. Feel where your breath moves into and from where your breath moves out of. It should be located somewhere around the heart or below the heart. Breathing into your center, draw all of your energy back in towards you. So wherever you're connected to outside of yourself, start to detach from those external sources so that you can recuperate all of your energy back into your center. When our energy is in our center, we can then consciously, mindfully redistribute that energy out. Let's open with one sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Release your hands, open your eyes, and let's start standing up for half sun salutations. Stand with your feet hip distance apart and your feet parallel. Bring your hands to your heart, again as a symbol of coming back to the center, honoring the heart. Take a deep breath in, raise your arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, heart forward, extend the spine. You can bring your hands to your thighs or to your shins, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Arms to the sky, exhale, samastitihi. Inhale, reach up. We'll do 2 more times. Exhale, fold, swan dive. Inhale, Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up, heart opens. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, samastitihi. Last time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, heart presents itself. Exhale, fold back in, drawing all of your energy back in to the heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. And slowly moving onto the ground. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart presents, look forward. Exhale, come all the way down to all fours. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, press back, lift up into downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent and then stretch one at a time, alternating side to side. Pedal the feet, stretch the back of the legs, move the hips. And pay attention to your breath. So it's very important that we come back again and again to the breath. It's kind of our guide. It brings us back into ourselves. And since the breath moves towards the heart, it will guide us in towards the heart. Press your thighs back. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. 2 more times like that. Inhale, forward plank. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, press back. Now bringing the feet together, big toes touching. Inhale, lift your right leg up into 3-legged dog. And then exhale, press away from the floor. But as you're pressing your fingers down, draw the arm bones up into the back of the heart. Squeeze the legs up into the core of the pelvis, also then moving the core back into the heart. And then from the heart, extend out. Inhale here, and then exhale, bring your knee to your chest, forehead in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it in. Tone the abdomen, supporting the center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring the foot down. Take a little rest in child's pose for 3 breaths. Come back to downward facing dog. Feet together, lift your left leg up. Again, engage from the fingers all the way up into the arms, as if you're sucking the earth energy back into the body. Reclaiming what is yours. Engage your legs up into the core. And then once you're in touch with your core, then from the center of the heart, expand back out. Really distributing the energy of your body evenly through all sides of the body, all limbs. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it in. Knee to chest, forehead tucks, chin tucks in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rest in child's pose. 3 breaths. Knees are wide, toes are touching. As you rest here in child's pose, really feel the direction of your breath moving in, and then the exhale, as the air moves out, inside the body, the energy is distributing from the heart center, from the lungs, into the rest of the body. Come up onto all fours, tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog, and walk your hands towards your feet into Uttanasana. Fold over your legs with knees bent, fingertips touching the floor, and if your fingertips touch the floor here, keep them down, and now start to straighten the back of your legs. Fingertips stay connected to the floor, so if you can't do Uttanasana with your knees straight, you can bend the knees, but it's important to keep your fingertips on the floor, shoulder heads drawing up into the back. And then inhale, hands to hips to come up to standing, open heart. Exhale, release your arms, Tadasana. Step your right foot forward to the front of your mat. High lunge, lift the back heel. The hips are parallel to the front edge of your mat. Bring your hands to the hips to feel that alignment in your hips. Feel the strength of your legs drawing from the feet up into the core of the pelvis. Again, it's this drawing in of energy from the outside, moving it back in. Kind of like all the experiences, all of our thoughts, we're bringing them back into the present moment, right here now in our core. Reach your arms up. Bend the back knee, hug in a little bit more, moving the right hip back underneath you, left hip forward, and then keeping the hips holding center, press out through the legs, reach up through your arms. Bring your arms down to your side, helicopter the arms into Warrior Two. The back heel lowers down, feet are on the same line, and the arms open up to the side. The belly turns to the left. Revolve Warrior, inhale, lift your right arm up. You can keep the front knee bent or lift it up. If it's bent, wrap your right buttock underneath you and sit deeper. If it's straight, wrap your right buttock underneath you and extend long. Inhale back to Warrior Two. Exhale here. Start to pivot, turning your left inner thigh back. Lifting the inner heel, inner knee, inner thigh, turning the hips parallel to the front edge of your mat. Back heel rises, arms rise into Modified Warrior Two or Crescent Warrior One, Crescent Warrior. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Hands to your hips, inhale, lift up. Exhale, Tadasana. Feel the energy surging through your body, moving from the core, circulating through the legs, the arms, crown of the head, and then step your left foot forward. Engage your legs. Hands to hips, hips square to the front, so hips parallel to the front edge of your mat. Sides of the body are long, so the breath is present, and then the legs engage to hold on to that space. So bend your knee from your feet, hug in towards the center, from the feet all the way into the core of the pelvis. Lift your lower belly, and then reach your arms up. Inhale here, and as you exhale from your pelvis, press out through the legs, reach up long through your arms, spine gets longer, tailbone down, crown of the head up. Warrior two, slowly start to pivot your right heel down to the ground, aligning your feet, heel to arch. Open the arms out to the sides. Inhale here, and then move your left buttock underneath you. Knee stays over the ankle, do not pass the ankle. Keep it on top of the ankle so the shin bone is straight up and down. Back leg strongly lifting. Left palm turns up, inhale, reach up. Take a deep breath, sides of the body long, and then keeping the front knee bent or straight, wrap the left buttock underneath you and press down into your left leg, right leg, rise up through the heart. Inhale, come back to center. Turn the inner right thigh back. Lift the heel up. Adjust the hips and the feet and the hips so that the hips are parallel to the front edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up into crescent warrior, warrior one modification. Hips lower down into the strength of the legs supporting you. Again, we can go deeper into the poses because of that drawing in of energy. So we're actually giving ourselves energy. We're taking our energy back essentially. So all of our energy that we distribute, that we give out in the day, we're taking it back so that we can mindfully, consciously redistribute that energy out. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. We stayed there a little bit longer than the first side. That's all right. Walk your hands back. Hands to the hips. Inhale, shoulders back, come up to standing. Good. Take a wide stance facing the long edge of your mat. Roll your shoulders back, interlace your fingers, and keep the sides of the body long so you're not pushing the shoulders down, but actually they're rising up, armpits lifting. And then with the hands resting on your lower back, fold forward with straight legs, feet parallel. Prasarita Padottanasana. Stretch your arms away from your back or keep your hands on your back and point your elbows up. Important here, the collarbones are long, chest is open, and the legs are strong. Again, don't give your energy away. When we give our energy, we give it in service. We don't just waste it. Energy is precious. Pressing through the legs, inhale and come back up. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Bend your knees, turn your toes to the right. So the right toes turn out 90 degrees, the left toes turn in. You might need to take a wider stance. Inhale, arms up. Moving into Ardha Chandrasana, bend your knees, both knees, and then shift. So again, our powerhouse is right in the core. So we draw into the core, and that is what allows us to then shift side to side, forward and back. And we get to move our center, move our energy around. So knees bent, hugging into the center, shift the weight to the right, step in, and then fold to your right. Lift your left toes up. Flex your foot so the feet are strong, ankles are strong, and the fingertips come to the floor. If your fingertips do not touch the floor with legs straight, then you can shift and then you just hover. Okay. Legs are strong, belly is drawing in, and turn the chest up towards the sky, perhaps gaze even at your top hand. Gaze back down. Bend your bottom knee, reaching your foot way back. Inhale and come up. Turn your feet parallel, Prasarita Padottanasana. Again, folding forward. This time holding the ankles around the outside of the legs. Shoulders move on to the back. Chest is open, legs, back are strong. Inhaling, following the breath in. Exhaling, feeling the breath, the energy, the prana circulating throughout. Inhale, hands to hips, come back to standing. Ardha Chandrasana, second side. Turn your toes to the left, reach your arms out. Feet are on the same line here. With strong legs, bend your knees, hugging in from the feet into the pelvis. Start to shift your weight. So you want to feel that all of your energy is really concentrated into the center. And then shift it over to the left. Draw the right foot in, like dragging the foot in. My powerhouse is pulling the foot into itself. And then fingertips to the floor, or just hovering over, lift the back thigh, lift the back leg. Straighten both legs. Draw the tailbone long behind you towards your inner heel. And then maybe turn to look up. Hold steady in the center of your body. Expand out from the center, from that still point in the center, out towards the arms, the legs and the arms. Good. Look down, bend your knee, reach the leg way back and come up. Last time for Sarita Padottanasana, keeping the hands on the hips this time. Inhale, shoulders, elbows back, fold forward. Exhale all the way out. Crown of the head draws towards the floor. Back of the legs strong, even as they stretch. So again, a stretch, when we stretch the body, we want to stretch against the strength of our body. If we stretch too far, we start to lose kind of that integrity in the muscles. And actually the muscles become weaker. If we strengthen too much, then there's no give. You know? Inhale, come up. Bring your feet together. Come to the front edge of your mat, the short edge of your mat. And then with the feet hip distance apart, bring your hands to the center. Inhale, raise your arms up. Then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step your feet back into plank and slowly lower down to your stomach. Hands or wrists underneath your elbows, shoulders moving up and back. Pressing the feet down, inhale, lift the upper body. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Draw the lower belly in. The legs are strong, and that strength in the legs will give freedom to the spine. So we're moving the energy from the legs up into the core of the pelvis, and from that movement inwards of the energy, from bringing our energy back into the body, the strength back into the body, then the body can then express itself, lengthen in a way that opens us and makes us feel more free. Press your hips back, take a child's pose with knees wide, toes together. Enjoy the breath. The nourishing quality of the breath. Come on to all fours. Come to sitting, Dandasana, legs stretched out in front. Spread your toes, straight back. Move your hands slightly forward in front of the hips so it's right beside the thighs, fingers pointing forward. Press your thighs down with your feet hip distance apart, lengthen up through your spine. Move your shoulders back, press your chest forward. Breathe into the back of the body. Press down into the legs as you exhale, lengthen up through your spine. Cross your right foot over your left. Option to bend the bottom leg, but both sitting bones must stay on the ground. One of the options I like is instead of having the foot on the other side of your thigh, you can bring your right foot in front of your the left ankle. So that's an option. But either way, sitting bones on the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine facing forward, and then exhale, twist to the right. So the twist is a spiral. You're moving that core energy up towards the crown of the head. Hold your front leg with your left arm, or bring your left arm onto the outside of your right knee. Gaze slightly back, lower back drawing in and up. If your lower back is rounded here and you feel like you're losing a bit of that core power, then sit up on a cushion or a blanket. so that you can really extend the spine and the lower back is moving in and up. Inhale, lengthen the spine to come back to center. Dandasana, straighten your legs, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Second side, bend your left knee. I might have said the other side, I'm not sure. But bend your left knee, so whatever your other side is. And do the same variation on the second side that you did on the first. So you might have the leg out straight, or you might have it bent, or keeping it bent, you might choose to bring your top foot in front of your ankle. Inhale, sides of the body long. Wherever you are, both sitting bones are on the floor. Twist to your left. Hug your knee in, and then perhaps bring your elbow to the outside of your left leg. Again, don't give your power away. Don't give your energy away here. And what I mean by that is try not to go further than your limit. Right? There's no benefit in forcing yourself into a pose. Lengthen up through your spine, and as you exhale, turn deeper inside. That might mean going deeper into the twist, or that might simply mean turning your gaze deeper towards the heart. Inhale, lift the spine, come back to center, Dandasana, legs stretch out, open the chest. Bend your knees, bring your hands behind you with your fingers pointing straight out, that way, out. So not back, not front, out. Okay? So if your fingers are together, you'll see all the fingers point straight out to the side. And then just flare the fingers so you have the middle finger pointing out to the side. Just don't point the middle finger to the camera, please. Thank you. Roll your shoulders back, feet underneath your knees. Lift the chest. The shoulder blades move down to scoop the heart, the bottom tip of the heart up. Inhale, scoop the tailbone up. Rise up, chin to chest until your knees disappear. Lift your chest. And then slide your chin towards your throat, back of the neck stays long, and goes all the way back. If this is uncomfortable for your neck, then keep your chin to your chest. Find a comfortable breath. Press into your feet, your fingers, especially your thumbs and index fingers, rolling the shoulder blades underneath you, scooping the heart up. And come back down, buttocks first, chest, then chin comes up, head is the last to rise. Dandasana. And lie down on your back. Bring your knees to your chest. Take happy baby's pose, holding the soles of the outside of your feet with your elbows inside. Take your feet wide, bend your knees. Maybe straighten one leg, straighten the other. Just play like a baby. Why do babies grow up so fast? Well, they have no other concern but taking care of themselves. They're not concerned with anybody else. And they get so much attention too, right? So they get so much of our energy. So just really drawing everything back in. Happy baby pose, both knees bent, back is long, hips are open. And then bring your knees down, stretch your legs out. And rest in Shavasana for a few breaths, a few minutes. Stay as long as you wish, allowing all of your energy to restore itself back into your center. And you can stay lying down in Shavasana as I close this class. Returning again and again to the heart and feeling the nourishing vibration of Om resonating through the body as it reflects in the breath.